draw ourselves a little desert this time. So, you know, I mean, I don't want to generalise, but desert mountains tend to be more dunes, right? So they're probably a little bit shallower and not as sort of steep and pointy as this, although if you go to Fujairah it kind of is like that. But anyway, so let's do a sort of shallower set of hills, just to give us a sense of rockiness. Yeah, quite happy with that. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Now we can, again, we'll do some sort of path, or you can make it a river, although that's highly unlikely. So let's do another path again. Let's see if I can get this one a bit better. Remember, it needs to be wide. Don't be tempted to do a little skinny path down here. It needs to be wide at the bottom, narrow, getting wider, much wider down there. I'd say that's pretty good. Now I'm going to do, this time, I'm going to do a tent, as if we're camping. Love a bit of camping. Here we go. So I'm going to do a tent there. Not that my tent looks like this. Traditional tent with a fireplace again. Not a fireplace, what do we call it? Fire pit. Again, lovely. You could do a little Land Cruiser at the back. Let's see if I can get. Well, it's got to be much smaller than that, hasn't it? Actually, no. Land Cruisers are massive. Oh, fantastic! Look at that. Looks more like a minibus, but we'll go with that. Okay, now I haven't seen many of these cactuses or cacti in the desert, but you know, we're going to do it. We're going to keep it stereotypical here. Let's have a look. So I'm going to do one in the distance that is small. There you go. Stereotypical cartoon cactus or cacti. Let's do a large one here. It's like a fork. Lovely. Okay, and then sketching. If you're struggling with proportions here, just use shapes, or just do it as I'm doing right now, like sketching. I've been, you know, sort of going straight into it, but I'm not expecting you to do that, because, you know, how often do you draw a cactus? Not very often. Okay, so again, I'd be quite happy with that. And then you want to add a bit of detail to things. So, also we're going to rub out anything that is not see-through. Yeah, we won't be able to see through the cactus, so we're going to do that. And then cactuses are spiky, so. But this one's really close, so actually it needs to be quite detailed. You know, let's get that detail on. Try and think about the angle of the cactus. Look, you can do a better job than this, I'm just rushing it, but same with this one, but it'll be less obvious because it's a little bit further away and much smaller. You get the gist. Yeah, you can do some really small ones. Look, let's do a little one. Maybe that's a bit dark for a small one. And then we're going to go in and what should I put here? Yeah, I'm going to do, this could be a road to be honest, because that is quite likely. So a road going through. Cool. Look, if you drew me this, I'd be happy, because I can tell that you've got small things in the background, you've got detailed things up the front, and in the background here, things are a bit paler. I haven't gone over these mountains because I don't want them to have a big thick outline. We can sort of start shading stuff at the end, and maybe I'll do another video about that, but essentially the front of the video needs to be much darker. Oh my god, the front of the image, not the video, needs to be much darker than the back. The back will just be lightly shaded and slowly get darker. It's a good little practice. We're going to do this in watercolour, one lesson as well. Alright, so you could keep going on with that. So very pale at the back, slightly less pale, and then darker at the front here. Remember to hold your pencil at an edge, make sure it's nice and sharp, so you've got more of a edge to work with. And yeah, just be careful with it, really. Even just the shadow here, even if my drawing was awful, if I did some good shading like this, that's accurate, it does make it look like it's further away. Instantly it looks more 3D. So yeah, have fun with it.